Hi guys, how you doing? Let's analyze some price action that happened today. Two tickers we can look at, Qualcomm and Beyond Meat. Both had excellent price action. Both of them are momentum trades that happened today. And obviously, the number one thing you want to be looking at is the daily chart. In fact, daily chart being the most important tool for a day trader. In fact, well, one of the most important tools. So I got rid of today's price action. And up until that point, on the daily chart, we're looking at our all-time high of 94.11 and any prior resistance at that point, which was about here, 92.73. And we're looking for Qualcomm to break out essentially because this is a decent pattern on our daily and weekly chart. We're looking for Qualcomm to see some more potential upside and to see how it reacts at this 94 price. Today we were gapping up, so our open was around $93. So we'll see what happened. First thing out of the gate, we opened around 93 and we saw an initial move higher. Either this was shorts covering or algos just buying. Either one. So couldn't get a piece of that move, obviously, because it happened in the first minute of trading. And then we look at what happens after. Is there any setups that are pulling up here? Let's look at the 3-minute candles. So you can see a bit of chop. We'll speed up these candles here, see what happened. And this is upwards consolidation. So this is generally pretty bullish. As you can see, some orders coming in here. Pretty bullish price action so far. A lack of bear volume on these candles. So ideally, a bear would have liked to see a move higher. This was all right. And then another move higher, tested, and then a break to a lower low. A break to a lower low here would have increased the odds that this was going to be a failed breakout or a resistance of this 94 and kind of pull back and try to test the low of the day. But because of the lack of bear volume here, now this is still favoring the bulls. All right, so we're keeping in mind what's going to happen here, and we're looking at this 94.11 resistance because this is the all-time high on Qualcomm at this point. All right, a little bit of uptick in volume there, kind of consolidating. Still consolidating. Extremely low volume. Look at that. The volume just drops off there. This candle had 5,000 shares traded. And then we had this one. Look at this candle. This one had 12,000 shares traded. So double, more than double the amount of volume there. And then that was our momentum starting to go to the bulls. And we saw a huge breakout. Amazing momentum trade there. So you could have taken the long anywhere here if you were trying to front run this trade, like front run a breakout. But generally, I think it was, as you were watching this consolidate, the odds were sort of shifting towards the bulls. And that's something you need to be aware of when you're trading, is that you're always receiving new information from the market that will shift the probabilities in either direction. Okay. And of course, that move got great follow through, and that was our breakout on Qualcomm. All right. All right. Next trade, Beyond. So this was interesting. Beyond has a very interesting daily chart. As you can see, we're 4 or 5 days up parabolic in a row. Someone had a big short position or had to cover because, I don't know, someone just woke up one day and started buying the heck out of this stock, or I don't know, it's weird. So I don't really care. All we need to know is where the supply and demand imbalance is. And as you can see, since there's a lot of long here, we can imagine that after a parabolic move like this, there's a chance that we could see a similar pullback, a pullback in similar length. Anyhow, a few days of trading range price action here is definitely not a bullish indicator. All right, so we can imagine that. Look at yesterday's price action. We had the gap up open, sell into it, break the low of the day, and then chop around. And then obviously, yes, we saw this move higher in the afternoon, either some buying or more covering, who knows. So let's look at today, and we see first thing, we went up, tested this 113 resistance level. Another time, actually, let's get the 3-minute. Actually, that's a nice 5-minute candle. Actually, you can see these upper wicks forming around this this 113, below this 113 resistance. So we can see that there's a bit of overhead resistance there, and it's kind of struggling to go higher. So at this point, shorts are going to be looking to aggressively sell on any breaks below these lows. 111, that's the low of that candle. Any break below 111, good short. Break below the low of the day, a good short. As you can see, there's a bit of support there, but I don't think it's considerable. So as you can see, that's the move we ended up getting. Big volume spike on that nice move down. And then we got a little bit of a doji close on the 3-minute. Let's see what the 5-minute looks like. Yeah, a doji also. So at this point, it could be the shorts just kind of covering a little bit, or buyers maybe trying to buy the dip. I don't know. Either one. The thing is, there was aggressive downside momentum. So when you see an aggressive downside move like that, there is a chance, a high chance actually, that some of that momentum will continue. And it's unlikely that after breaking the low of the day with that kind of momentum, that we're going to just see a retrace and just back up, you know, especially initially. So what we got was a bit of this kind of move, and it was a little weak. As you can see, 3 candles moving very weakly back up to the prior close, which was about 110. Second short entry right there on the break of 109. And if you were watching the time and sales and the level 2, you saw that there was a lot of orders stacked at 109. And well, after that, it was history, essentially. Just kind of exploded down. And well, congratulations to the bears. So that's all I got to say. So 2 great momentum trades we went over there today, Qualcomm and Beyond. I hope you caught a piece of those moves. And we'll see you next time. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Take care. Have a great one. Bye.